Hello, everyone, and welcome to the PC King of the Range Social Championship. I'm Justin, aka Fake Ghost Pirate,
And I'm Miko, aka Smuffler.
and today we have a social championship that was organized by Alex Gillen. This happened on August 25th, and this was during a break week for the PC ARL League Championship in between India and Abu Dhabi. And what tracks are we going to be seeing during this championship, Miko?
Yeah, so we did a vote on the tracks we would like to race on, and we chose 8 tracks, and these are based in reverse order of the popularity. And so the first track would be Spain in Catalonia, then Suzuka, then Monaco, then United States, Spa, Silverstone, Brazil, and Germany. So Germany would be the highest voted track that we did. So that would be the last race, and we will be covering all the races in this series.
Interesting mixture of tracks there. We really just the one street track though in Monaco, and Spa really seems to be the only one with the really long straights, but should make for an interesting mix certainly. And in this championship we had 16 drivers or thereabouts, and the majority of people were either from Split 1 or formerly from Split 1. We have Onage, aka Jerome Quickle. We have Alex Gillen, Chicane, Mike P., David Benenho, last year's PC Split 1 champion, Yorkie, and Barcelona. In Split 2, we have Miko and myself, Amstel, Fat First, Jack First, and Linios. We had no participants from Split 3, unfortunately. And from Split 4, we have Captain Ryden and Krister.
Yeah. Uh, I think the level of driving in this tournament would be quite high,
Yeah, I
taking
think so
taking
too.
account that there's so much split one drivers.
Definitely half the field, actually, about half the field is Split 1 drivers or former Split 1 drivers. And what kind of rules are we going to be seeing for these races?
Yeah, so we're gonna race random cars, so you can't choose your cars to the races, and you would probably use a different car to almost every race. And then a mixed grid, a random grid, so you can't there's no qualifying. And then we would of course be driving in heavy rain with the full wet tire, and we'll be doing 5 laps per race.
Yep, these are sprint races. There's no pitting, unless of course you lose your entire front wing or get a puncture. And hopefully we don't see too much of that. Also, there are reduced rules and flags. All assists are banned except for the racing line in auto gears, which is typical for ARL rules. Standard scoring: 25 points for first, 18 points for second, 15 for third, and so on, all the way down to 1 point for 10th. And damage is on. You can lose your wing, you can destroy your vehicle, and it's definitely going to make things pretty exciting.
Yeah, so,
And
so of course the person who gets the most points at the end of the last race will be crowned as King of the Rain.
and up first we have Catalunya in Spain, and I hope you enjoy the race.
Enjoy.
All right, and we're at the first race out of 8 here. We're in Catalunya, and of course it is raining very hard, as it will be for all of these tracks. And Miko, you are in the Caterham for this race, and starting second on the grid there. And I am in an HRT, and I'm starting in 5th. So actually pretty good grid positions for this first race.
Yeah, actually I was quite surprised. And Lineos from Split 2 starting from pole. He is also in a Caterham, so apparently Caterhams are super good in imaginary qualifying.
And he is a very clean driver. You know, he's someone that you can trust going at full speed into the first corner. So wouldn't be too worried about getting off the line with him. I could tell you're definitely using a little bit shorter gears than I was, which certainly might have helped. I was using max gears for this one. I really didn't know what to do as far as setup goes. I didn't really do any practice for this. I do believe I did do a two on my front wing though. You did two on the front and rear wings for downforce, and a little bit higher ride height. I did not adjust my ride height, and I think I was regretting that within the first lap.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this game's like the weather modeling is accurate on the on aquaplaning, but I just assumed that it would.
Certainly helps with the curbs, if nothing else on this track. Turns
Yeah,
one and
yeah.
two got some pretty big sausage curbs. There's of course the chicane at the very end. I think it helps to have a little bit higher ride height for that. And here we
Okay.
have the grid. I'm not sure who's in the Toro Rosso. And long run down to the first corner. I do believe it is still the longest run down to the first corner of any track on the calendar. 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're away. Straight to Rich Mix. Staying in first gear. Using a little bit of curves. Oh, wow, already got a whole bunch of proximity arrows right behind you there. Getting
Yeah,
very
this is gonna
busy.
be close to the first corner.
Oh, you got a little wide there. No positions lost, though. And we're back on board with
Good start.
Justin here, and I've lost positions. I did not have a good start, but it looks like I've made those positions back. I'm back up now to 5th place as Captain riding in someone else went a little bit wide there. I've gone wide into this corner, though.
Yeah.
Having a look at Yorkie. And sticking it around the inside just barely. Oh, almost lost the back end. A little bit of oversteer coming out the exit, though. Using some curves.
Yeah, but clean overtake on the inside.
Yeah, yeah. I was off to a good start anyway. It should be noted I did 0 practice for this. At the end, I concluded that I should have done just any type of wet driving, any track, any car. Just I should have done some wet driving before this, but I just didn't have time and didn't bother with it. You got a nice little gap here going. Mikey's pretty close behind. You can see his proximity arrow in some of the slower corners, but very clean start from you. Oh, you went a little wide in the chicane there, nothing too major though. But very nice driving right off the bat from you here.
Yeah, of course, Mike is the first of the split one guys, so he'll be pressuring me in the first part of the races, trying to get past. As you can see, he's pretty close.
Yeah, you're on your rev limiter there, so he probably has a little bit higher top speed than you did.
Yeah, going a little deep in the first corner.
Oh,
As have you.
oh, and
On the
yeah,
gravel.
right out wide on the first corner, and just couldn't fix it for the second corner. Right into the gravel, lost some more positions. And wow, Mikey with a nice pass going up the inside, but you're coming right back at him. Going side by side into this corner. He's got the inside line, but it looks like you've edged him out a little bit down to first gear. Coming out of the corner now, still side by side, using some curves. And it looks like he's going to take you on this corner, though. Oh, very late braking from you, but nope, Mikey has... Oh, wow, this is great racing between you and Mikey here.
Yeah, I was expecting him to fly past because the split one guys are usually so much faster, but there's great battling with Mikey here.
And you got the inside line going into this hairpin here. And he is sticking with you, though. He is not making it easy on you whatsoever.
As you can see, Alex has come to the grid and is now
Yep,
third. So
he got past
he'll be
Linios.
chasing us. Yeah.
Yep, and I'm sure he'll be threatening you or Mikey any moment now. But for the moment, you're maintaining that lead in front of Mikey, using a lot. You saved a lot of curves for this very long straightaway, using about another 40% to try and hit top speed as early as possible.
Yeah, he's not actually pretty close, not to this corner, but
As Fat First does a 128.3. That's a very impressive lap from him. And we're back on board with me here, and once again, just going wide into that first corner. Just can't seem to find my braking point for that. Was able to at least keep it on the road for the second corner, but just really struggling with finding my braking zones. I'm either braking too early or too late, and just having a hard time with it. Going very wide on this corner, completely missing the apex.
Yeah,
And
it should be noted that actually Fat First, who did the fastest lap, he actually holds most of the wet time trial records on the PC side.
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
he
We
has
haven't seen
a
a lot of wet weather action in Split 2 aside from the qualifying in India recently.
yeah, he was I think in Germany he was in a great position to snatch the win, but yeah, he seems to be pretty fast on the rain.
And we're coming towards the end of lap 3 here, and oh, Alex has gotten past Mikey, and you have gone very wide in that final chicane. Got about 50% of your curves, though, which certainly you're going to be using right now to try and defend against that, going to Rich Mix as well.
Yeah, I see a lot of arrows.
And you got two Brits right on the back of you, and they are really hungry for that first place position. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Looked like maybe from Mikey. Nothing too serious, but that has unfortunately allowed both of them through now.
Yeah, I think it was a matter of time before they just got past.
Yeah, I think it's impressive that you've made it until lap 4.
Yeah.
And you got a
I
nice
would
nice
be
gap.
more than happy to finish in third. So
Absolutely.
I'll just try to keep it clean.
With 8 split 1 drivers, it's truly an achievement just to get a podium in these circumstances. And we're back on board with me here, lap 4. I'm still in 8th place, and right off the track, completely missed my braking point there, and I'm 20 feet into the gravel. I got. It feels like a mile. 20 feet feels like a mile when you're driving through all that gravel, and that has let about 100 people by, and I am right down into 14th place, way out of the points with only 1 lap left to go. Not really anything to salvage there, unfortunately.
Yeah, trying to hang on to Alex and Mikey here.
And doing a great job, it should be noted. We're coming to the end now of lap 4, but wow, they have really gotten a much better exit coming out of that final corner, and they are miles ahead now, just over a second to Alex, and Onage is now up to 4th. You got a nice gap of 2.4 seconds on him, though, with a whole lap to go. So I'm not. You'd either have to make a pretty serious mistake, or he would have to be on a real flyer to catch up over 2 seconds in a single lap. And here we are back on board with me, and I'm
There's
right.
action going on.
Exactly, and I'm hoping something's gonna happen here. Somebody's gonna hit someone. They're gonna take each other out. I'm just hoping and praying, and there we see Krister goes a little bit wide, loses the back end a little bit. That allows me back up into 13th. And I could say I was very excited to race with Yorkie. He was a split 1 driver that was unable to compete because of connection issues. So it was very good to see him in this social championship and to get a chance to race with him. He's a very clean and fair racer.
Yeah, fortunately his connection doesn't seem to be very good at the moment, because I think we got several lag bubbles during the.
I don't believe he had any
tournament.
connection issues during this championship, though.
Yeah,
doing
he
a quick
didn't
look. Nope. Yep.
disconnect. So
He made all 8 races, and it should be noted that that last split there, Onage was only 1.3 seconds behind you, so he actually was able to catch up over a full second in less than a single lap. But you did a great job to hang on to that 3rd place position in front of Onage, especially is quite an achievement. And coming towards the end of my race here, and pretty close to Yorkie, but unfortunately he's got a good exit out of that last corner, and there's no chance for me to do anything about it. And
yeah, doesn't seem to be too many penalties, so that doesn't lift you up to the points.
Yep, just the one penalty from Fat First. Wow, that dropped him from 5th all the way down to 9th there. That's got to be disappointing, certainly. So a very good race from you. We are at opposite ends of the spectrum at this point. You with a podium ahead of Onage there. Very impressive race from you there. And unfortunately, I just had too many trips to the gravel pits to really try and salvage any points in that race. I was 17.5 seconds behind the leader, and you were only 2 seconds behind the leader, so about 15 seconds between the two of us, which sounds about right with the amount of gravel time that I spent in the gravel pits there. So definitely
Yeah.
good first race though. Lots of action happening there. Pretty expected though that Alex Gillen won that race. It should be noted he won that race by 4/1000ths of a second over ahead of Mike P. With Miko right behind.
Yeah, I think that was a a good success from P2 to P3. So I'm really happy for the first race.
Absolutely. And that does it for the first race for the King of the Rain. Join us next time where we will be doing Suzuka.
See ya.
Have a good one.